frustrating result that ends your unbeaten run. How do you unpick that one?
I think overall we played a decent game, but decent is not enough to take something from this kind of a stadium. No, you need to have something special, and there have been moments in the game where they've made the difference. And when we had, especially with the 2-1 second half, I remember 2 chances quite clear from Junior Kropi that I think you trust him in these kind of situations, and we don't score. And at the end, this is about the moments. If you want to take something against City here, you have to use your moments. I think first half they punished us with Haaland, the way we want to play. At the end, we accept that there is a risk behind our defensive line, and probably the coordination there between the centre backs hasn't been spot on. And against other players, maybe you have time to correct, and no one notices. But against Haaland, you lose 1 meter, and it's impossible to recover because he's faster than anyone.
Yeah, I guess in that first half, it was it seemed to be a couple of defensive lapses, and Haaland was straight in behind, and that was
Yes, especially the first goal. I think we were in a good moment before the goal. I think last 5 minutes before the goal, we were playing in their half and quite not comfortable. You are never comfortable, but getting to nice spots. But in one of our attacks, you lose the ball. You don't position properly. We jump. We don't cover in behind, and he punishes us. Sometimes you have to accept, that he's a difference maker, and if you make the smallest of the mistakes, he can punish you like he did today, especially in the first 2 goals, where the timing, the speed, the finishing is top class.
You showed good character, though, I felt, in the first half to first get yourselves back on level terms, and then to keep it at only 2-1 going into the break. I guess was that what you were talking about at half time, that you managed to hang in there, and could you try and get yourselves back?
Yes, we are a team that normally finishes quite well the games. So we were hoping, we need to arrive to the last minute with the game there, because normally we finish strong, and I was trusting ourselves, and probably even with the 2-1 we were playing well, we were arriving, we were having our chances, but the third goal killed you a little bit, because after you have more of the ball, you can arrive to, but you are already 3-1, it becomes really, really difficult.
And Tyler scored his first goal for the club. Obviously, it comes in a defeat, but you must be pleased for him for that. I guess showing the awareness to react first in the 6-yard box.
Yes, obviously he's not a goal scorer, and it's nice that he can add 1 goal. I would have preferred, obviously, that the goal gives you a point. It's not the case, but I'm happy because I think it's the 3rd game in a row we score a corner. That it means we are adding things, to our game, and I hope we can continue, in this matter the same way.
And I know you don't look at the table, you just look at the points, but even though you've lost, you're still towards the sharp end of the league and got a good number of points for after 10 games. I guess even though you have lost, you must be feeling that you're still in a good spot for where you are.
Yes, we've just played 10 games. This is now the table. It's not that doesn't matter, but it's going to change. You lose 1 game, you lose 6 positions, you win. After you recover them, is the 18 points is a good amount for the 10 games we've played. But I feel this season the Premier League is very expensive in the sense that everything's going to be very tight. Every team can beat every team almost, and I think it's a matter of consistency of the performance. Sometimes you will play better, you will be more brilliant, you will get the points. Sometimes you will not have this, or you will make mistakes that take you points. But I hope we can keep this level of performance that we've had these 10 games.
Finally, from me, obviously, that was 8 games unbeaten that's now come to a close. You go to Villa next week. That's another tough game. How do you make sure that the players' heads don't drop perhaps after today's game ahead of going to another tough game before the break?
Yes, I think we know Villa away is one of the most difficult games. City even playing very well, they didn't get any point last week, so it's the same. We have to compete very well and take our chances in that game. We would like to add more points before the break. I think it's important we stay focused and we give importance to to this game, but we know that is going to be another difficult one. Yes.
Hi Andoni, you've spoken before about when you play the top teams, you try to force them into a game they don't like. How do you think City adapted? You know, they scored a lot with quick direct play. How do you think they adapted to you?
I'm quite pleased of how the game has developed, you know, but it's true that when they beat you 3-1, you know, it sounds like, okay, it's a disaster, or it's not, you haven't been playing the way you wanted, or the way we play, you know, is you can accept if you sit deeper, and maybe Haaland scores 2 headers in the second post because they've had 25 crosses and they punish you. If you go higher, you have to assume the risk that he will break to the space. I think we should have done better what we were doing. It's a matter of the coordination between the centre backs especially, but we have quite clear our idea how we are more efficient, I think, how we can improve our chances, but we have to be very, very good and almost flawless if we want to take something against City here, is the truth.
I just wondered, the longer you're at Bournemouth and you come up against more teams, do you feel like the opposition are now sort of borrowing some of your own ideas against you?
No, we face different teams with different ideas. I think City is not a big surprise. You know, City, they will try to push you, they will try to keep the possession of the ball. I think we've done good things today, but we've made also mistakes, and here they don't allow mistakes, you know, in this kind of level. So I think we can take good things from today, but it's not enough. For this level, against this opposition, it's not enough.
Hi Andoni. Was there anything you could have done more in midfield with City, or is it sort of a sense that when Cherky and Foden are linking up like that, there's not an awful lot you can do?
For sure, we could have done something better, for sure. If I review tomorrow, I will tell you we should have done this. No, but I understand that it's very difficult. They put a lot of players inside against us, especially normally. They don't leave the wingers open, so they attract you a little bit, so they can exploit those spaces after with the fullbacks going a little bit more offensive. And but it's not even when you are tight and you don't allow them a lot of spaces. Cherky, Foden, they can play one touch, pom pom pam, and like one of the goals. No, it's not we are very far. It's like just the coordination is amazing. Pum pum, we react little bit late. This swap of the centre backs, you lose 1 meter against Haaland, you are not recovering the meter. It's gonna be 3 meters at the end of the play, because against other player maybe you can recover and doesn't look so bad, but against Haaland it's gonna be him against the keeper.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you.